did you notice that big post that's going around talking about how it's an El Nino year and how a lot of people are saying that the Fish and Wildlife Service is lying about the number of ducks?
Oh, really?
Did you see about that? Like a bunch of people were online just being like, "Oh, they're lying to us. You know, there's no ducks. They're saying that there's 100,000 on this refuge. It's not true. Blah blah blah. You know, there's no ducks."
They're saying that there's more than there are?
No, they're saying, yeah, that's what they're accusing the Fish and Wildlife Service of. And a bunch of people went on there and they're like, "I'm in Canada. Here's where all the birds are." They're not lying about the number of birds. It's just a warm year. And they have no reason to head south. We have open water. Look at this. This is the roost. And it's like just a stupid amount of birds on the roost.
Where'd you see that?
It's all over Facebook and Instagram. And
wow. I haven't seen that yet.
there's like a map showing where the snow line was in years past. And this year it's like way up there. You know, you can see parts of South Dakota, nothing in North Dakota. And it goes like this. And it's like into Canada. It's not even in Winnipeg, the snow line.
That's so insane.
And so people were like, "Oh, they're lying to us about birds." And if you look at the data and you look at the weather, because it's an El Nino year, it's not that they're lying about the numbers. It's that they're
not here.
They're just not here, dude.
Right.
They have no reason to
Never
migrate.
came.
I
Do you think
mean,
birds literally are just not migrating at all this year? You think that's possible?
Well, I mean, think about it. If you're a bird,
Yeah.
what do you need?
Food,
And
shelter, water.
Yeah. So your shelter is a roost.
Yep.
So open water.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's open water and you're in Canada,
Right.
you have a lot of food.
Yep.
You don't need to leave.
No, you don't.
You don't have to leave. So if there's no snow covering all the food, there's not 2 feet of snow in the fields covering it, and there's open water, why do you need to leave? You don't. Plain and simple.
It's crazy.
It showed the snow line in 2018. It was like through Missouri
Yeah.
this time of year.
Yeah.
And so it's like that was a banger year for Arkansas. You know, obviously.
Yeah.
It's just wild.
Them boys are not happy now.
Yeah, and I was talking to Trinan about it, and we were talking about the duck stamp numbers.
Yeah.
I think last year or 2 years ago, it was at 970,000 duck stamps purchased.
Yeah.
And then last year, it went down 5%. So it went down to like 920,000
Yeah.
in a year. And then he's thinking that when the data comes out from this year, it's going to go down like 10%.
From that number?
From that number.
Really?
And like a bunch of guides and just like hunters are just selling their shit already. I don't know if you've gone on Marketplace.
I have.
There's a lot of
yeah.
people selling their stuff.
No, I literally saw a post the other day from a guy who was talking about that he's had a guide service for like 20 years and that this is his last year he's selling everything. Just
Hanging it
posting all of his stuff he's done.
It's kind of wild.
It's insane, man.
I even know a couple people that are selling all their stuff, and they were pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
And like, granted, that also has to do with them just getting married or having a kid too. But like,
Well, this guy was about 45.
yeah,
And is, you know, I didn't see any indication of, you know, nice job.
thank you.
But yeah, anyway, just crazy.
It's kind of wild.
Pretty
But
wild.
I mean, I'm all about the conspiracies, you know,
Right.
Government's lying to us and shit. But and like even earlier
So
this
you
year,
saw that and you were like, oh, fuck yeah. You were like, I'm going to Google the shit out of this.
Well, no, I just used
Google.
critical thinking, and I'm
Google?
like, no, it's been super warm this year. Canada isn't frozen up. They're not here yet. Like we had Nick on the podcast, and he's like, "You're seeing the last 5% of birds." It's like, no, dude, no, we are just, we just haven't gotten the birds yet.
Yeah.
And this is why I think that we should have a longer season or push our season dates back, whatever. But yeah, there's just a bunch of dumb people talking shit online, like, oh, they're lying to us about the numbers. Like, what do they have to gain by lying to us about the numbers? That's what you have to think about.
Nothing.
What do they have to
I
gain?
don't know.
Nothing. They
Right.
get money through more duck stamps being sold. You know?
For sure.
So, like, they don't want people to quit the sport. I guess you could say that's how they're lying, saying that there's more numbers than there are so that people keep buying licenses, but it's halfway through the we're almost done with the season. So it doesn't really make sense.
No. On top of that, that lying hasn't done shit for them if they've been doing that.
Right.
So
Now, do I think that how they count birds is incredibly accurate? No. No, I don't think so.
no.
Let's fly a plane over the areas where birds have...
just make a good guess.
Yeah. Well, we flew over that spot for 15 seconds. If my thumb covers 1,000 mallards, there's...
Right.
200,000.
Right.
And they're all mallards. Oh, really? Oh, really?
Yeah, you saw that from a mile up. For sure.
Right.
Black spots on water. Okay.
No. I always think of the South Park episode where they did the episode on Asian diversity. Did you know that China and Japan are actually two different countries?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I'm like, oh my God, that's so bad.
unbelievable.
So whenever anyone says, "Oh, really," that accent pops in
Yeah.
my head. I'm like, oh my God.
Damn.
Ugh.
That is really funny.
I've seen 6 episodes of South Park.
And that's one of them.
Yeah.
And you've seen it twice.
Yeah. Well, it keeps coming across my Instagram of like the behind the scenes of them doing it and constantly laughing. Like they cannot get through a single line without dying laughing. It's so funny.
Oh, dude, that's really fucking funny. I love that.
Goodness gracious.
Anyway.
Are they lying about duck numbers? No.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Well, we don't know for sure because we're not flying the plane.
Correct.
But based on what people are saying up in Canada, they're not lying about the numbers.
Well, then also, we still haven't gotten our push-a-ducks here in Minnesota.
Yeah, we had a couple of small ones.
We had a couple trickles.
Yeah.
But, like, we haven't gotten our big push where, like, every retention pond is full.
The river's
those-
chock full.
Right.
Right.
Well, actually, the river down south is pretty full.
Yeah, the river up by me, though, typically has pretty good mallet. Like, not cover your thumb with an airplane flying, but, you know, pretty decent amount of birds chilling. There's not shit up there. Couple. 50, 20.
Really?
Yeah. And usually there's 500.
Scott was
400.
telling me the river down by him is jacked.
Oh, really?
Jacked full.
Really? Damn. Yeah, I mean, I suppose, it depends, too, on timing. Because, like, some of the time when they come through here, when we get our normal pushes, a lot of that's, kind of like very late November, early December.
Yeah.
And we'll see some good numbers come into our area. I mean, they might have just pieced out.
Yeah, I bet you they just flew overnight.
Yeah.
It was probably when we started to freeze over. They
The
just
first
said
time.
peace. Yeah. The first time.
Dude, I still can't believe that we took that boat, tried to get it out all through the ice, and literally, if you guys listen to the podcast, you know how much work Joey and I did to try to get that thing out. No joke. Probably, 5-10 days after that podcast came out?
Open.
Water open.
Wide open.
Open. 55 degrees.
A little bit of Mr. J's on his feet. Open.
Yeah, opened up, bro. Wide open. I mean.
Yeah, that pissed me off.
Yeah, it really did too,
It really
dude.
pissed me off.
It really pissed me off.
I mean, I looked at the extended forecast, too, to see if it was going to
It didn't
like,
show
stay
that,
warm.
dude.
But I saw all the precipitation coming over Christmas, and
Yeah.
I'm like, it's going to turn into snow.
For sure.
It's going to turn into snow.
Like it always does.
It's Christmas.
Yeah.
It's not going to be rain. It was rain.
Dude, I shit you not. I've never, ever done this. But on Christmas night, Annie and I were sitting in the house, watching a movie, windows open, listening to rain fall. That is truly insane.
Romantic.
Insane, dude.
That
Cannot
is
believe it.
truly romantic.
It was 55 degrees outside. Trying to cool down the house a little bit.
Guys, if you want to become more intimate and close with your wife,
Listen to the rain fall.
listen to
outside
the
window.
rain.
That is actually major key.
Listen to the rain with your pregnant wife.
Yep.
And just say, you know what, honey? I really appreciate you. That's the rain falling.
Okay. Nice. I didn't know what that effect was. It kind of
Yeah.
creeped me out a little bit.
No, Cal's always had a way with the ladies.
Yeah. I get a good rainstorm going, bud. Watch out.
Lights out.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I've
Lights
got the
out.
date planned.
You might have another baby. You never know.
Could.
You
Maybe I
never
will.
know.
Maybe I'll fuck around and find
Ne-
out.
The next rainstorm. Watch out.
Dude, you know I did it once.
Cooked her a little
I
bit
could
of
do it again,
pasta.
bud.
Cooked her a little bit of pasta. Maybe a little pesto. A little bit of andouille sausage. You
Bingo.
never know. A little bit of rainfall coming. A little bit of uh-oh. Baby.
Whoa, dude. All right, guys. Thanks for listening to this 10-Minute Tuesday. We'll see you next time.